Hello everybody, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Leaf. Welcome, Amiibo! Today, I have multiple letters. Jeez, okay, one from our mom. I wish I could have grabbed that one first, in case this one from Curlis is one I want to keep. I doubt I will. It's clothing. I'm probably not gonna wear it then. I'm a bit tired, even though I know I sound like I just woke up, because I haven't really sleep well or much, so... Armor pants. I kind of like the pants I have on. I kind of like my hero's pants. Dear sweet Steven, everything tastes so good this time of year. So many temptations. I'm just going to have to send you food just to keep it away from me. Okay. A cherry. It's clearly not my mother. I had considered, like, staying up, recording my turnip time, and then, like, going from there, but... Good morning, Pookie. So how can I help you? Let's chat. I just rearranged a few things in my house, so I was thinking it'd be nice to have a friend over. Would you like to come visit? I don't have time. Because you're going to want to do that right now. Sure. Okay, no. She isn't. I can do 12. I can do 12. I need to find Joan. And I'm just gonna keep an eye out for fossils instead of, like, digging them up. Because, like, I've already got some things I need to stop into retail and sell now. Well, let's talk with Gabby. How's your morning, S-Train? I hope it's great. What's going on? Let's talk. Waiting to catch some bugs, aren't you? So totally want a stag beetle. Why do you all want stag beetles? There's none around right now. Like, none. Guys, stop it. I can't get you stag beetles. You should have asked, like, months ago. Grumble, grumble. I'm trying to think of things to, like, ramble about without going back to my usual suspects, because I do ramble about, like, Star Trek or warships a lot, but they also just tend to be the things I do a lot, so it's like, what else am I supposed to ramble about, really? But, I will have to see who our camper is after. There's Joan. She didn't load right away. Okay. How much are they? 91. Oh, I don't like that price. Do I want to buy turnips? I don't think I do. I'll buy some. But I don't think I'm going to fill our storage with them. Because, like, my webcam's not centered. Just noticed. It's so hard to deal with this thing, because, like... That's better. I don't trust... You know what, let's... I don't even remember how many tabs I have that might actually be all of them. But I'll stay above 1 million. And I'll buy with this. 'Cause, like, I don't trust that this is actually going to give me a good price. I feel like this is going to be a solidly bad price week. So yeah. Okay, and let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9. It should consume a bell bag to buy 1,000 of them, so I should be able to buy 1,000. But Joan, I literally can't see you back here. Where are you? Joan. I'm buying. I mean, I don't particularly want them at this price, but I missed them last week. But how can I not carry them all? No, I need to buy some anyway. So give me 900 then. How can I not carry? Is this not gonna consume a bell bag? Yeah, it consumed a bell bag. Didn't I? I miscounted my spaces. That's what happened. Inventory size way too small. Which is very much a case of, I know I've said this many times, but say what you will about New Horizons, the larger inventory was really nice. Like, hi Sky, haven't you bothered me enough? Your honest opinion. Nah, I think it's great. I got turnips to buy, Sky. I don't have time to stop and think of a new catchphrase for you. I gotta buy turnips. Sky is being a real problem today. Tempted to put, like, my umbrella away. Somewhere. I don't have an empty space anywhere, do I? Okay, no, I have one here. I just gotta remember that's there. That way I can buy 1,100 from the next set and sort myself out, so I'm back on solid numbers. And there's one thing I want to talk about, and it is warships related, but like, it's more just game related in general. And it purely comes from a new small tech tree released in World of Warships that is really good at one thing. And everyone's freaking out because this line that's really good at this one thing basically, you know, everyone feels as, you know, it's completely replaced the old line that used to be really good at that one thing, but also could do other things. And, like, their entire argument seems to just stem from this old line was the best at it, so no other line should ever be better, even though this old line wasn't even, like, it wasn't clearly designed to be only that one thing. Like, in the context of warships, it's basically secondary battleships is what everyone's talking about. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have 4 more spots. Now I need page 5. Get this out. And basically, there's a new line of secondary battleships that are just kind of better at doing the secondary job than the old best lines of the Germans. That was a stag beetle, I think. No, that wasn't a stag beetle. That didn't have the grippers head antenna. Yep, I'm buying, Joan. I want another 1,000. Yep, I'm buying. But, like, it's just one of those things of, you can, like, it doesn't power creep something to create another line that does one specific thing something does, but better. Think of it like, I'm trying to think of a good example. Like, actually, no, here's a pretty good example of, like, look at Animal Crossing. Is the gold slingshot actually better than the silver slingshot? Personal opinion, no. I find them both to be basically equally as useful. Because you're probably only going to be shooting things directly above you anyway. So what is having the extra pellet going to do? Like, what value does it bring? Especially where the pattern becomes a lot weirder. Like, if, you know, you're going for, trying to think here of other examples. Well, I suppose, like, turnips are a pretty good example, too. Like, there are other bell methods that can get you more, you know, consistent bells. But that doesn't make turnips bad, just, I've had really bad luck with them. Like, you know, you can have things that are more consistent, or just flat out, you know, in ways better at being, you know, like, money generation, or something like that, without it completely power creeping the things that exist. I mean, I know part of the problem people are having with World of Warships. I have 2 more. I get up more money than I can use. Part of the problem people are having is, like, because of old, like, World War II documentaries, more or less spreading false information that people have just believed. It's the lucky cat. That'll be bells, and this is bells? Yes. I'm gonna move those to there. This is Fuchsia's pick. Okay. Because, like, there very much is this, like, prevailing myth in any, like, World War II based game that, like, oh man, Germany had, like, the best everything, so obviously they should be the best, and whenever they're not, Germany is suffering. I'm gonna level with y'all. If that was true, I'd be speaking German right now. And so would you. Well, I mean, let's be real. If that was true, I wouldn't exist right now, and so would probably not many of you. Because we aren't what the Germans would have wanted. So, you know. Like, I'm not trying to say, be edgy and be like, oh, German kits were terrible, like, their stuff was bad, but it wasn't anything special. Like, people look at instances like Hood sinking and are like, yes, see, German shipping, naval development was so much better than the British. Hood was built a long time before World War II. Bismarck was basically a completely modern battleship. So basically, at that point, what you're doing is taking, the Mark I tank, comparing it to a modern main battle tank, and saying, see, this nation is better at building tanks than the British are, because look, it beats the Mark I. Like, it's such a silly argument to use, because you're comparing different eras of shipbuilding, basically. Like, if you were to compare, say, Vanguard to Bismarck, or other modern battleships of the time of Richelieu to Bismarck, you very quickly find that Bismarck was nothing special. It was complicated. Everything German was complicated, which also led to a lot of problems. Because, it doesn't really matter how powerful your individual thing is. If it has no danger of ever reaching the battlefield, doesn't matter. But okay. Shovel out. Let's get looking for fossils. Caterpillar! Fill up this early in the morning. Want to talk to me? I did! Maybe redecorate my room. Want to replace my pond smelt. Maybe I'll get another piece of furniture. Do you have any good recommendations? I don't, actually. Yep, there's Sky again. But yeah, it's just, like... I've been around the various, like, World War II era games long enough to know that, like, most of the time people's complaints along the lines of Germany's suffering should just be ignored. They're, like, what they're expecting isn't realistic. So, you'll never get that through to them, but that is, in general, just kind of how they look at things. Man, I have not seen a single fossil yet. There we go. Wow, there's a lot of dig spots, like, right here. I almost missed this one. For a second, I thought I was about to dig up that flower. Ah, Velma's fishing. I was about to feel like Velma's, like, lost in thought. Ooh, birdwing. I may miss the birdwing, but I just want to make sure I get this dig spot before I, like, forget about it. There we go. But, like, it's just... It's always gonna be a bit funny to me. Especially where, like, using the context of World of Warships. You don't really see... Like... Okay, no, you do see people complaining all the time that the German battleships are just, they're so weak, they're bad. It's like, are they though? Because, I mean, if they're so bad, why are you still playing them? And the argument thrown then will be, well, people play bad ships. It's like, yeah, they do, but not in mass. If a ship's bad, people don't play it. In general. Because people would rather play good ships. Fact of the matter is, German ships are still good. They're just not godlike. I'll cooperate. I will put... Whoops. And that's what I was going for. But I will try to now talk about something that isn't warships. A special favor to ask. Here goes. I want your birdwing butterfly to me for free. This butterfly is worth like 3,000 bells. That shirt is maybe worth 80. Sure. It's not like I didn't just like fund our our police station. Yeah, let's talk with Velma while she's fishing. Surprised to see me fishing? Good. I like to keep people on their toes, Billa. It's very fair. Let's see. Where are these fossils? There's Sky again. I have like 19 minutes before I have to go be at her house. I actually wonder how it would work if I'm just standing outside of her house waiting for her at noon. Because, like, will she just, like, teleport into her home, or will she just not be home if I'm just not, like, if I'm waiting outside for her the whole time? I'm actually kind of curious to know, but I know if I don't show up at noon, she'll get upset. So it's like... So, like, if she's not home then, I'll have to, like, rush to retail. I did not mean to do that. Still really wish that the inventory was bigger. There's never anything wrong with having a bigger inventory. There's still a fossil hidden out here somewhere. But where? Wait, I'm pretty sure I've not been, like, up here. Yeah, because, like, here's our gem rock that I also hadn't found yet, so... It's possible the fossil's also up here somewhere, so... Saving, do not touch power button. Yeah, let's see... Is the fossil around here somewhere? I don't think it is. Darn it. I might just have to treat this as a 3 fossil day. Until I'm proven otherwise. Yeah, let's see who our campsite villager is. Doesn't really matter, I can't get them into the town anyway. I don't know why I'm suddenly getting so many campsite villagers. Who are you? Bengal. There, I'm just visiting your cute little town, you know, camping and all. It's really relaxing, Sapphire. So much fresh air and stuff. I'm completely adoring it. That is fair. She's got a look about her. I'm not sure there's much going on up there. Let's see. Yeah, I cannot find the fossils, so I'm just gonna come get stuff identified. Man, I am tired. I wish I could have, like, actually slept, but... I, like, laid down around, like... I think it was around, like, 1:32 in the morning. I didn't actually fall asleep until, like, 4:35. And then I was awake every hour or two. So... yeah. I wasn't awake long, but, like, I'd usually, like, wake up and then be back asleep a few minutes later. But it was still, like, really annoying. And has left me feeling just completely drained. And I still need to wait around for Sky as well. Which I'm almost tempted where there's, like, a storm in the air that could maybe knock out power. It's not likely to, but it might. I'm tempted to, like, for doing my cut, actually, like... end my recording and start a new one, but I'm also not sure if I'll even remember that I've done that. Which will make editing really confusing. So... let's see... oh yeah, I think I could actually just, like... finish the, police station. Or I could leave it to our villagers. They might get there by, like, the end of the month. Because they just don't like donating to public works projects. They like demanding them. They just don't like donating to them. They're like, hey, build me this. It's like, okay, you want to help pay for it? It's like, no, just build it. It's like, that's not how this works. I love my usual. I actually don't know what to do next public works project-wise. I know I need more of them. So, like, if any of you guys have any suggestions, like, feel free to belt them out. I think there was some suggestions made in the past, and I just don't remember what they were. So if you did suggest something in the past and I never built it, feel free to suggest it again. I like having you guys' input on the series. And now I have like 11 minutes to kill. So I'm gonna come down here and do a Gulliver check. No Gulliver in the north. What about Gulliver in the south? I'm now wondering if I checked around Tia's house for the fossil. I think I did. Pretty sure I did. Trying to understand the mechanics of this, because sometimes it doesn't happen, sometimes it does. It's really weird. Hey, Joan. Okay, Sky is home. So, we know for sure she'll be home. Yeah, I definitely checked over here. Tia's home. Let's come see Tia. We've got time. We got 10 minutes. Like, we got a lot of time to kill. Like, this is why I don't like visits like this. Good morning, Maydress. Can't believe you dragged yourself out of bed this early to visit me. So how can I help you? Want to chat? It's hard to tell how much a gossip you hear is true. Repeating before you go repeating a rumor, it's supposed to look into it yourself. That is fair. Well, I may as well, clean up this flower path a bit. Because Sky just loves planting flowers right outside her own home. And this path likes to get filled up with flowers. And this gives me more flowers for filling out the flower path. Do I have room for those too? Yes, I do. Yeah, let's start from this side. I should, like, fill in this spot here, which I'm gonna do with this, violet. Okay, now I need to come back over. There's the fossil. God damn it. Why do I manage to do that, like, every day? So I guess I have a fossil to identify. I mean, I've still got plenty of time, so... I wish I could just go visit Sky now and deal with the visit, but it's not how this works, so... Okay, I need to deal with this stump now before I forget. Yeah, I think the flower path's coming along pretty nicely. And like we do have some extra flowers kicking around that I can use. Plant. Plant. Okay, now let's go get this fossil identified. And then, basically just go wait by Sky's house, I guess. I wish I would have found this in the first place, but, I mean, it gives me something to do to fill out some time where I'm not just standing around waiting. I'm waiting, I'm waiting, I'm waiting. And man, I keep just, like, slumping down. My posture is, like, terrible. But, I mean, just kind of is how it goes when you're really tired, so... Thanks, Blathers. Nah, I'm good, my man. I love how he's not like, oh man, I wish I could add this to my collection. Would you just have him identify one fossil at a time? So as long as he's telling you what it is, he doesn't want it. If it's a big group of them, he wants them. I could have talked with Bella. I mean, if I turn around and go back up, she's probably still right there, but like... Let's come get this fossil sold. I'll see about tomorrow. Paying off the rest of the police station. I'm in no big rush to do it, because like, if any of you guys have suggestions, I won't even see them until, like, my time tomorrow. So. And that'll be, like, way in the evening kind of thing, so, like, it'll be too late to really act on any suggestions. So. I do really wish I had the Dream Suite, though. That way you guys could come, like, visit my town. Hey, Lobo, what do you want to sell me? Yes, train. Lately I've been hearing people call you Major S. Sure. Go ahead, my man. I'll be Major S. I wonder if I show up early, if Sky will be, like, annoyed. I kind of want to try it, because it's 4 minutes, too. Let's see. Can I show up early? Hey. Oh, welcome. I'd serve you some fizzy water, but I'm fresh out. I'm gonna talk with her a little bit, then I'm gonna step out. Curious, what do you think of the inside of my house? It's lovely. When you said it, makes me so happy, Pookie. Do you like something in particular? I might consider giving it to you. I would like to get rid of this, like, shirt. Even though I know it's the exact shirt you're wearing. Gimme. I think this is actually working as my visit. Bam. I will. My pop-eyed goldfish has been helping me relax lately. On sleepless nights, I just stare at it. It's so calming, it helps me fall asleep. Fall asleep where? You don't have a bed. You sold it. Multiple times. Well, it's not much, but it's home. I try to do little things here and there to make it comfortable. It's a little embarrassing for me knowing you're inspecting everything in my room. It's not too cluttered. Should have tidied it up before having company over. I may as well just, like, chill around in here. I don't want to leave till afternoon. That's like 3 minutes from now. Time is annoying. Two minutes now. Hey, Sky. It's not much, but it's home. My sea bass is helping me relax slightly on sleepless nights. I stare. Yeah, I imagine you have a lot of sleepless nights. I'm so bad at this. Play any instruments, Pookie? I've been practicing and practicing, but still have ways to go before I can start a band. I really don't play any instruments. I'm very bad at music. As you could probably tell by me not even being able to keep a rhythm with the same, like, 3, like, beats. I suppose she could sleep, like, sitting under this, but, like, that would be really bad for her back. I suppose also she could just, like, lay on the floor. She does have a carpet. Don't say anything different? Hey, it's noon. I'm gonna, like, head out now. Bye. Oh, you're going home already? Curious what you think of my place. I think it's okay. Oh, do you mean it? Saying my place could use some work, but your kind words made me feel better. And next time you visit, you'll like it even more. Today was a lot of fun. Yeah, that was my visit. Yay! You can at least visit them 5 minutes early. That is nice to know, because, like... It's, yeah, I haven't ended things on this stump for a while, or ever, I don't think. I'm gonna end things here. It's nice to know you can visit them early when it's you visiting them. Too bad you can't do that with them visiting you, and they can be late, but, you know, I'm not still a little annoyed with Pudge. Yeah, that is going to be it for today. I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow as we start the turnip journey yet again. See you all then!